What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Joe, the Juggernaut, Joyce. And Joyce said this about Anthony Joshua. He said, "I'll punch him up." Wow. Joyce had a stellar amateur career before turning over to the paid ranks, and it brought him close and personal with champions Anthony Joshua and Tony Yoka. Joyce, also a mainstay of Team GB, sparred plenty with 2012 super heavyweight gold medalist Joshua and met Yoka in the super heavyweight finals in Rio in 2016. The final saw Joe come out on the losing side as Yoka took the gold, with many experts feeling the British man had been unlucky in not getting the decision. Joe, which is 12-0, currently preparing to meet Carlos Takam, 39-5-1 on Saturday, July 24th, took time out to talk about both men. Joyce on Anthony Joshua, and this is what he said. He said, "We've had lots of good competitive rounds in the ring. It's a good fight, a 50-50 fight. My footwork, punch variety, punch durability. Also, I've got punch power as well, so I can trouble him." Credit to Joshua, though. He's a great fighter. He's got good defense, has a high punch output, and he puts them together well. He's got good uppercuts. He's a strong guy, so it'll be a tough fight. I look forward to the opportunity to punch him up. Now, Joyce on Tony Yoka, he says that he has his 2-year ban, but he did look quite good in his last fight. He looks strong. I don't think he's quite earned his place to fight me yet. He needs a few more fights, yet hopefully by then I'll be world champion and maybe I'll give him a defense. Now, let me counterpunch. Joyce, from the title of this article, it sounds like it's trash talk or just capping. Like, hey, I'll beat his ass, I'll punch him up, you'll do this, that, and the other. But when you read it, as I read, to you guys, Joyce was pretty much, telling it the way he felt it, like, hey, I think that it'll be a 50-50 fight. I think with my durability and my punch variety, I think I could give him trouble, which someone like Joyce, if we know anything about what he showed Daniel Dubois, that he can take a punch. And that's a problem with a lot of fighters, because fighters' mentality is land the right punch, hit that target, and all your problems just go away, especially when you're a power puncher. But it's a hell of a thing when you do that, and you do that again and again and again, and that fighter doesn't go anywhere. Now you're looking at some new problems, especially some problems that you're not accustomed to, being a knockout artist or a strong person, or a person that has the reputation of being a knockout artist, right? Like Daniel Dubois was. And Daniel Dubois, I think his problem was, hey, I'm hitting this guy with shots that I normally hit other people with, but he's not going anywhere. So that, I think, that is a mental block, and it's very discouraging for someone that is a power puncher, that you hit that you hit that target and that target is still there. You got to kind of wonder, like, okay, what am I going to do? You have to, if your plan is to knock him out and he's not being knocked out and he's not seeming to be hurt, you got to change your game plan. And if you don't, you may lose, because you're going to start to get discouraged. Your punch output will go down just because you don't really believe in your punching power no more, right? So Joyce is right on that. And then, of course, he sparred with Anthony Joshua numerous times, so he knows he's got his pound of flesh of Anthony Joshua. But I think, and I felt, me counterpunching Joyce, he kept it real. Like, hey, his punch variety, and he throws punches, and he throws them often, and he's good at throwing them and putting them together. That's cool, because that's exactly what Anthony Joshua does. I didn't see anything other than Joyce saying what he felt about Anthony Joshua and Tony Yoka. But anyway, him saying, I can't wait to fight him, that would be a good fight, though. There's all types of fights that could be made, And I want people to understand we need to get out of the, hey, this guy has to only fight this guy, or this guy has to only fight this guy. We got Tyson Fury, Anthony Joshua didn't happen. Oh, fuck boxing. No. Boxing has to be intertwined. We have to mix up the opponents to make the sport interesting. That's my counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think of Joe Joyce saying that I'll punch Anthony Joshua up. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.